bright yellow rims. He's got a pair of glasses for any occasion. Wearing them since his mid-20s have got him hooked on their charm. I present to you Eric Anderson, a communications leader at Sherbrooke Community Centre, which is a long-term care facility here in Saskatoon, and also a host of the podcast called YXE Underground, which has been running since September of 2018 and coming to its 6th season right now.
I really enjoy I've always enjoyed telling the stories that are more along the human interest side, as opposed to here's the news of the day kind of deal. I feel like those are the ones that leave a bigger impression on you and that stick around more. When I started the first season of the podcast in 2018, there were some people that I had met in my CBC days that maybe I could only chat with, for 5 or 6 minutes because it was live on a radio show or something like that. And I knew there was more there, and so there was a couple of people I wanted to revisit. Some people were friends or colleagues of mine, and then some were recommendations. And then sometimes what I like doing is if there is kind of like a newsier issue in the community, say for example, like homelessness or food security or addictions, things like that, try to approach the issue from a different angle, a different perspective, and find someone who's doing really great work when it comes to, say, food security. It's the hardest part of the job, I think, in terms of YXE Underground, because by nature the people are underground, like they're laying low, they're hard to find, or they're doing the work and they're doing it because they love to do it. They're not doing it for the attention, which, as someone who's trying to find these people, it's a little tricky, but it's so worth it. I would say more on the structure side of things. In terms of the workload, it's definitely going out, like how the podcast works is I would go out and gather the interview, whether it's meeting a person at a coffee shop, or the best ones are always when I get to go to where they do what they do. So for the recent episode I did on the hospice at Glengarda, I spoke with 3 amazing people who work at the hospice. So I went to the hospice and spent a whole morning there, which was incredible. And so you gather and I listen to the interviews. I'm writing myself notes, and once I edit, I write out a script. I voice, here's what I want to say, and here's how I'm going to introduce the interview, and here's the extra. So definitely more structured. I'm not smart enough or creative enough to be the chaotic person. I really admire those people that are, but I need the structure. I need to know, here's my script, here's what I'm going to say before I hit the clip,